Hello YouTube, good morning. Another Saturday morning together, and let's get down to completing our journal. So this will be our first Saturday in December, and I'm actually doing this on December 4th right now. So I figured 2 more sessions will get us through. My idea is to do so I'll show you. But for those of you who are just stumbling upon my channel or new to what's going on here, I've written this book, a very popular and well-received book, Gel Plate Printing for Mixed Media Art, taking your visual storytelling to a new level. And so all this year on YouTube, we went through this book chapter by chapter, and I recreated the techniques that I've published in this book into what we're calling an art book. We are making a companion book of our own art to go along with my gel printing book. This I designed this as a coffee table book, and but I never said that to anyone. I always said that to my publisher, and they got it. But you guys got it too, because as soon as you got the books and started and received them and started experiencing them in your homes, so many of you said, I put that book on my coffee table. It is just so beautiful. And that's what I wanted. And so this year we did this companion art book with all the techniques, but I expanded upon the techniques that are in the book. So I showed you options for the ways that I showed them in the book, because there's so many ways to do many of these techniques, and I really had to cut the book by 60 pages as it was. So some stuff got cut out. So we went through it and created a companion book, and it's my desire that when this book is finished, you'll be proud of it, and you'll put it right on your coffee table next to my book, and we'll have these companion projects that we've done together. So my name is Robin McClendon. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my studio. And welcome to the journey. Let's get started. Hey y'all, welcome. So we've done everything now. Every chapter is done, and all that is left to do is complete our journals that we've been working on as we've gone along. So I was assessing what I have left. I basically have about 3 spreads left, maybe 4, but they're not big projects. So the first one here, so I've already kind of pre-selected some of my papers because I wanted to get at least 2 spreads done this time, and then be able to finish the book up to include our covers in the next session. So this should go pretty quickly though, because it's not a lot of figuring to do. So this spread should be my fragments and oil paintings. Now my oil paintings are about dry. I tell you, they take a long time to dry. They're dry enough if I were just going to hang them, but I don't feel that they're dry enough to put in my book. So what I wanted to do is create a neutral surface so that when I do get whichever oil painting I decide to put in here, I can glue it against somewhat of a neutral surface, and then I can also add fragments around it. So my idea is to design the fragments around whatever I select in the oil painting. So I want to get this page down because it probably will be a while before I actually, it could be another month or so before I actually apply it. And once I do, I will show you all like into next year. But let's just go ahead and get this page mapped out and basically glued down. So that's going to be pretty quick. We've already put this one in, which was our wood block printing. Love this. And then I wanted to put in the fabric. Since I only did one, I want to incorporate it in a full page spread. And I also want to memorialize my little stencil. I just love it. I think it's such a part of this process. And so I thought I would also kind of put it on the page as an indicator of, you know, what went on here. I also feel like I want to, so this is some earlier paper that we made. And so I kind of pulled some fragments to use in finishing this out. So we're going to do this one as well. What that leaves is it leaves the large scale one to glue in, which will be simple gluing in. But I also want to treat that one. And I would suggest that you guys go ahead and treat yours as well with the Dorlands, like we've done in earlier sessions. We've done it throughout the book, most notably the last time I think we did it on this page here. And it's great because it doesn't stick at all. So I'm going to need to do that on that large piece. So I will be treating that. So I'll treat it before I actually glue it in. So just go ahead and make sure yours is done for those of you who know what I'm talking about. And if not, we'll talk about it when I go to do it. And then on the last page, literally the last page of this book, will be the coffee staining that we just did. So I'm going to do a collage of those papers. So this session, we're going to finish the first two. When we come back, I'm going to adhere the large scale to this, which will be pretty straightforward, and put the coffee staining down. And I may already put it down. I don't know, because I want to get the cover done. So I want things to be, or I might just edit those sections. So, you know, because it's not that much to see me glue the things down, but I do want to show you how I'm doing it. And then I want to go ahead and do the cover. So there should be 2 more sessions. If it turns into 3, no problem. We still have time for the end of the year. Okay, let's get started. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and get this down right about here. I want to get some of that off. And this will go here. And then I'm going to put, oh, I have to tear some of this off. So whatever I tear off underneath here will go there. So I want to keep it pretty simplistic. I also want to have an irregular line. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of that. We don't need that. And let's see. Right here, let's go ahead and tear some of this. Okay, let's see how far we need that to go. Okay. That works. There's no need to just glue this down underneath there when we can actually use it. Okay. So we have a good amount of overage there. And let's go ahead and rip the bottom as well. That way we can have a little bit more organic line. I want it very thin, but you know, when you try to do it too thin, you get those little crazy peaks, which I don't like. Make sure I still have enough room there. Okay. Great. So it gives us a nice irregular edge. Go ahead and tear this. Okay. And then that gives me, let's all get glued down. And then that'll give me this piece here to apply underneath here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this glued down. go ahead and erase this. Since it's white up here, I don't want to necessarily have that showing through. Okay. Great, so let's go ahead and get our glue. Put a little bit of the, I feel like I need a lot. Of the oh my goodness, the Giotto. And then I come back with my print. Okay, I'm gonna just, I'll get a little bit of glue over here just to get us started. I like to get a lot of glue in that seam, and I really like to make sure that that seam is well glued. Okay. I'm going to flip it so that I can really see this. Fold that back. The edge that doesn't have anything on it, that edge will get ripped off once everything is dry. I want the paint all the way to the end of there. That looks good. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some more here. Let's go and really get that down in there. Should have my bone folder. Here's my bone folder. I shall find it. Okay, so didn't get a good amount of glue there. There's a few little bubbles. Let's do this again. Really getting it down in that gully is so important. Let's get some on here. Okay. Okay. What's important about really getting it down in there for many of you who've been on this journey with me, and those for you who are new, is because this page is going to open and close and you don't want your paper to rip. Now, what did I do in my bone folder? Here's one. This is crazy. Let's get that down in there. Okay. All right, so now that's going to end up being there. So let's just go ahead and get a piece to complete here. And I'm just going to go ahead and make this somewhat kind of irregular, but sort of kind of, I'm sort of kind of cutting around a little bit of the paint, sort of the circular paint elements that are here, just to kind of give it maybe a little bit more of an edge that's not so precise to, you know, even a straight rip. That way, yeah, that'll integrate nicely. And this will come down here like that. Okay. That's good. Let's go ahead and get this down. And let's just get a little bit on this edge. Okay. Let's get some of this. Okay. Just put this down. So once again, it's going to hang off the edge a little bit because I want to get rid of that empty space that's on the edge of the print. Okay. That's good. Okay, so now we can put this down. So I'm gonna go for the Giotto first. You know, it's so nice and thick and sticky. And then I can come back with the print and just kind of give it a smooth over. I still have to do, one of you guys told me exactly what to do in the comments. Just said, take a spray bottle, spray some water down in here, like do it like this, spray it in there and let it sit. Why haven't I done that yet? I have plenty of sticks, so I'm definitely going to do it. I just never think about it until it's time for me to use it. Oh, God. It sounded like it was a great idea. She said that's how she gets her glue sticks hydrated again. Make it a little dry out. She said just spritz some water down in the tube itself and let it sit, and that'll just a little bit, and it'll help to hydrate it, and it'll keep it from being so sticky like my Giotto is from just having set for so long in storage. If you happen to be listening to this this video this time around, please put the comment in below the video again exactly what you did so others can read it, and then make sure to pin it, because it was a good idea. I never thought about it. I didn't even know that that's something like that. I don't even think it would have been forever before I would have thought about, oh, I wonder if I hydrate it. So that was pretty timely when she shared that. Okay, I'm going to focus on this edge. Let's go ahead and put this down. I really want to get it's important to get it all lined up as best I can. It's looking pretty good. So I just wanted to sort of an interesting but neutral background for, like I said, for those oils. And I know that the like this, I know that the fragments, which are in golds and blacks and stuff, I know that they'll be beautiful over top of this background. So I feel like it was a good one to pick to be ready for my oils, which I remember were colorful, the blues and greens and stuff like that. So I wanted the background to be, you know, simpatico. So hopefully this will work out well. Let me just get some on the edge here. Okay. There we have it. It's nice and seamless. Like I said, make sure with this bone fold you get down in this crease here, because you don't want to have you don't want it to be a flat piece that spans that gully and then it rips once it dries from opening it and closing it. So, okay, so we're going to let that set up. That's looking pretty good. I think that's a nice surface. And these were from some of the prints that we did earlier, if you recall. And then I want to just get over here. And basically, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get this glued down. This one is the fabric. So what I want to do is same thing. Go ahead and glue this up. Get this down. And then we'll be ready for our next session where we get those others in place. I think the luck of the gods is with us in that. I mean, honestly, just the right amount of pages. I thought we might, when I originally did the book, I did enough to do a second one of these, just in case. Because I thought, well, maybe we're going to have to have an extra book, like, and just make it more of a 2-part series so it was equal. But when I kept on checking as we were going along, I'm like, I don't think we need that next book. Or we would have done it by now, of course. We wouldn't do it for 3 or 4 pages. But I was checking as I was going along, and I was like, I think we've got this. So I think it's cool to have it all in one book. And as I've said before, I just want to repeat for a lot of times people who haven't been on for a few weeks, for all the Francophones, the book is now out in French. So if you're French speaking, native language, you can get it on Amazon FR. And in other French speaking countries, I guess you'd have, I don't know. I would think that there are other sources for it through the publisher, not just, but I know it's on Amazon France. Okay, so let's flip it again, and I don't like it flipped up like that because it sort of keeps it good. So let's go ahead and roll this back a little bit. That way they don't get all of that paper in the way before we can work on getting anything down. Honestly, does help. Slide down. So, alrighty. So pretty. Love this paper. Okay, so it's right up to the gully there. I went a little bit long, but I really want to get a good, before you let it continue, just really get that bone folder down in there. And then you can go to that. But before we finish, I need to get this down in here. I'll put this at the bottom. So that's good. So first, let's go ahead and take this off. We don't need this. Make it a little easier for okay. Let's get rid of this here. Yeah, because I'm going to go for the I want to go for the line that's underneath here. That is because I want that line there. So let's move this until we get to that. And then this right here will go on top beautifully. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more of the glue down. Okay. Let's see, this should come right up to about there because I don't want to lose too much of the image. That's good. Okay. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more glue down here so we get that last piece down. And of course I want to use the Giotto because the fabric is going to be in that area as well. So we need to make sure that that's the case. Okay, let's go ahead and get that down. Oh, you know what? I don't have any glue on this. Okay, so here we have it. And then this last piece of fabric is going to go right on that spot there. And I think what I'm going to do is let it then sort of flap right here. Okay, so everything is down and it's starting to dry. So I'm going to let everything dry up. And before I get rid of these edges, I like it to really dry nicely so that it doesn't tear back in there. So we're just going to let the book rest. And I am going to go ahead and put this right there. So I'm going to use our Giotto, nice and sticky. Just kind of go around the edges and up the center. It'll be enough to get it on there nicely. And let's put this right down here. I think it'd be pretty cool. Sort of maybe centered right here at the bottom, because it picks up some of the gold leafing inside there. And it's just a nod to this over here, which I love. I love the idea that it's, you know, it becomes an artifact to our design process, very much like these elements were artifacts to the block printing. And it's such a cool element. It's no need to throw it away, and I would just probably use it in another collage. So let's use it here as a full element. The colors match so nicely, and just cool. Yeah, so I like that. Here we are. So that will take care of these two pages, and then when I come back on our next session, we will, like I said, go ahead and glue down the large sheet, and we'll finish on the gluing in the back pages. I may already do that because I'm just going to glue in coffee stain because I really want to have enough time to work on our cover, which I haven't quite decided what I'm going to put on there, but I'm really feeling the coffee stain pieces for sure. I'm even thinking gold paint as well. I just kind of wanted to have a rich sort of old world look to it, to then move inside with our various prints and stuff. So there we have it. Alrighty. So our session is complete. Oh, while I'm sitting here, I did pull my, even though this is almost done, I'm going to go ahead and do, oh, you know, I have a new one. I have some fresh ones to do. of the suggestion that I got from one of the artists in our community. So this one sort of has like a little hole in it there. So I'm just going to go ahead and spritz some in there. I'm going to spritz some in here. And now that I started this process, I'm sure I'll check it. So I'll keep them here on the desk so I can be reminded to check it. And we'll just see how that works, because I've been wanting to do it. And like I said, if you're watching this video this week, please put in the comment section the exact suggestion that you told me. I think that's what you said do, but if it was something that I missed, don't hesitate, and I'll make sure I pin it at the top so others can benefit from it. Yeah, please thumb up the video. If you're new to the community and you want to get the notifications and hang out with us, then hit that bell, subscribe, and hit all, and you'll get all of our notifications. We do a premiere just about every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Arizona time. Sometimes that's Pacific, sometimes that's Mountain, because Arizona, we don't change time zones here in the Sonoran Valley. So I think that's everything. Love you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves in your studios. Prepare for the holidays and all the ways that you celebrate it with family and loved ones. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Love you.